When I play Minecraft, I only create builds when I have to, so I can't exactly extend my building skills. So I want to create a new world specifically for getting better at building. I'll explain more along the way, but for now, let's get going on this new adventure. And we are ready to start this brand new world, so let's go in with a random seed and let's click on Create New World. And the first thing that I notice as soon as we get in is that leaf litter has been destroyed. So it should be pretty obvious, as there's leaf litter everywhere, that we are playing in the newest version of the game, 1.21.5, also known as the Spring to Life drop. And well, the sun's moving, so we better get moving and get started in this world. So as we're punching down our first trees here, why don't we talk about some of the goals that I have for this series? I kind of want to divide this world into multiple different chapters, where in each individual chapter, we are going to focus on one specific building item in Minecraft. In which for chapter 1, we are going to be focusing on getting better at terraforming. And then once I feel that I've gotten much better at terraforming, we are going to end the first chapter and start the second one. And I've got something planned for specifically how we are going to end the chapters, but I guess you'll have to wait until that happens. But for right now, let me actually get ourselves going with some gear and just some starter stuff. Oh, and look at that! There are the new pigs and the new chickens! This is my first time playing in the new update, and must I say, I like these changes. And I have also added 2 data packs to the game, that way it just makes life a little bit easier, and that being the anti-enderman grief, so our builds won't get griefed. And I've also added the wandering trader mini block trades, that way we can do that little bit extra in detailing our builds. And I also want to take this series a little slow as well, that way we can mainly focus on doing the more detailed parts of builds, and not on getting one big build done so then we can instantly start working on the next one. And I actually really like the spawn that we got, because it seems we have a nice plains biome over here too, in which it looks like we have one of the new plant types over here, which is the bush, and I need shears to pick it up. That's okay. And walking to the other side of this plains, as our spawn was just over the horizon over there, I definitely like this, but I still want to look around just in case there's going to be a better area for us to build. I also want this flower. One other main goal that I have right now is to also just find a village. Not for the reason of getting villagers to set up like a crazy trading hall. I mainly want it because there is a ton of hay bales in villages, so we can make a lot of bread. I'm not sure why, but starting a new Minecraft world is always just so peaceful. Oh, and look, I just got the new firefly bushes as well. I'm not sure if this is something you need to silk touch, but they were just on the ground right here. Like, the water must have just destroyed it. Man, a little part of me really wants to venture out into that ocean to see if there's just something out there. I think it'd be smarter if we trek in this direction instead. Oh, and here we go. Let's find out. And yeah, you can just break these with your fist. Ooh, we got the new cows, and we have a Badlands too, with a village. This might also be a good time to say that I am not going to look at what the seed is for this world. So finding a Badlands here is actually really good, because that means I can get my hands on some easy terracotta. And it seems that we also have those new desert bushes too, which I also need shears to break. Man, I really need to get some iron. Oh, but there's a new flower too, the cactus flower. This is probably one of my favorite new additions, just because there isn't a lot of flowers that are one tall and actually kind of bigger too. Most of them follow that very skinny but tall look to them. Our iron need might actually be fixed by these, and which it is. And there's actually 2 of these in this village too. Oh yeah. Starting us off with 15 iron and already a helmet and a chest plate too. If this isn't a good start, I don't know what is. Okay, village has been successful. Now let's see if we can find a place to drop some stuff because, well, my inventory is already getting pretty full. There are trees that are fallen down now? It's just the little things that make me love this game even more. I think I'll put myself right here in the middle of this plains biome as we will try, at least, to transform this over our first chapter. All right, we are ready to go here. Got some cows set up, as well as the little fundamentals of what we need over here. But now I want to dive into the caves. That way we can get a little bit more materials, because we have 12 iron left, but I think we're going to need a little bit more than that right now. So let's craft up some torches and go in there. Welcome back, everybody. We're here in the caves, and my pickaxe has just broken. But I did not bring down any wood, so I need to get out of here without breaking any blocks, and with only 12 cobbled deep slate to my name. Luckily, I did find this waterfall that we can use to bring ourselves at least a good amount up. I can at least see some stone, so we'll get up to there at least. Ooh, there is some surface over there. And we are free. So mining for just under 20 minutes, we were able to get actually a good amount of stuff with just one iron pickaxe. We got over a stack of iron, a lot of redstone. I was mainly doing the redstone so we could get some experience. But the most important thing are these 12 diamonds that we have. But I don't think we're going to use them just yet because I want to make sure we are using our diamonds on the right things. So I am realizing something that we definitely need in order to build anything, and that is the best type of wood in the game, spruce. And our area consists of, well, more plains. We have some jungle over there, not a lot of cold biomes. So I guess it's time to go for another adventure and see if we can find some spruce. And this is going great. So far, we have jungle over there and more jungle over there. And then what's that over there? More savanna. I guess I really don't have a choice here, but I just have to venture out extremely far. Oh, finally, here is some spruce. Oh, and the new gold chickens. And there's a little baby one too. Oh, and we have dark oak too. All right, this seed just got pretty good, but the only downside is we had to travel about 2,500 blocks just to get here. Now, that is going to get easier once we can fly and all, but you know, that's going to be a lot later down the road. See, now I'm happy that I got all this wood, but now I'm sad because I have to make this long trek back home. Well, wish me luck. So I've been in the mines down here and I have found a skeleton spawner. This thing is actually extremely close to the base because I think if we just dig up from right here, I think this is going to spit us out almost right underneath of where we just set ourselves up. And yeah, there's our stuff right there. And that is how far the tunnel goes. So this is actually very close to our base, enough that I'm not sure if we're going to be able to fully make this into an XP farm because of how close it is to the surface. We may have to do some terraforming around it. However, in that chest, we were able to get not only a saddle, but also some horse armor so we can tame ourselves a horse. And I'm seeing a couple over there, so let's go see which one's the best. Hello, sir. Let's fast forward after taming all of these horses, where this one is definitely going to be the fastest. I don't know exactly how much the speed is, but this thing is going really quick. And I don't have any leads yet, so I guess it's just gonna sit in with the cows for now. Which, speaking of, its jump is really nice. Another issue that we're running into is that our stone supplies are really low, and I also need to get obsidian. Now, this isn't going to be to make a nether portal, but this is going to be to make an enchantment table. Because for the starter house that we are making here, it is going to need some silk touched items. Luckily, we already have some diamonds, so let's go ahead and let's make a diamond pickaxe. I'm also just going to make up some torches here, and I want to create a mine. More or less something that we can just go down and strip mine when we need to. And I'm honestly thinking that it can just be something we can tuck away over here in this little cave. Because I think this will be perfect here, so let's just dig down. This is going to take a while, so let's just... Oh, hi, we're really close here. Let's just cut until we're done. We are successfully all the way down at Y-58, and we do have some lava here as well, so we can get some obsidian, but I forgot my water. I meant to fill up this bucket with water beforehand, but now we have to trek all the way back up there and then come all the way back down and then go all the way back up. But you don't have to watch me do it because I can just cut like this. Water and pour. And now for some obsidian. And back up we go. The main question is how long is it going to take us to be able to get silk touch on a pickaxe? Because preferably I would want to get this done pretty quick, because I do have 26 levels, and with these levels, hopefully one of these enchants will get us silk touch. I am also going to prepare a grindstone. That way we are able to take the enchant off the pickaxe just in case we don't get silk touch. But just to look off of our first ones, it's efficiency, unbreaking 1, and efficiency 1. That's not the best, but we do have 27 books. So let's see if we can make some bookshelves and just make the enchants a little better. And I'm going to start light here. So maybe just 2 bookshelves and then check. And then we're just going to slowly add more and see what it gets to. And with all 9 of these bookshelves, the most we get is efficiency 3. I'm gonna go see if maybe we can get a little bit more leather, as I think we have enough paper, which most of it is just gonna be killing these cows. Okay, with 3 more, we're getting fortune 2, but again, we really need silk touch. So I'm just out here exploring, trying to get some more leather, and I did find a shipwreck, so let's go check it out. Now, while I'm sure that some of the stuff in this boat isn't really gonna help us, it could still be beneficial to go check it out. And seems that we have some paper here, and we have some moss. Okay, we don't have any moss yet, so that's actually really awesome, and we do have some potatoes as well. I don't think I'm taking these pants, as we really don't need them. Okay, and it seems that we have Fortune 3 here, and although we are in need of Silk Touch, I honestly think we should go for this one. Just because Fortune 3 is useful in everything for early game. Alright, let's see what else we get. And we got Efficiency 4 with it as well. So we didn't get Unbreaking 3, but that's okay. Now, I want to make another diamond pickaxe and see what we get. Which, by the way, I went mining once again to get ourselves up to level 30. And I was able to find some more diamonds, a lot more iron, and some calcite, because I did find a geode. And it looks like our level 30 this time is going to be Silk Touch. I'm going to jump into the caves once again so we can get ourselves up to level 30. All right, let's see again. So for Silk Touch, we got the same thing, Silk Touch and Efficiency 4. Now that we have this, so we are going to be able to collect some of the materials that we need for our starter house. In which one of the main blocks we're going to need is actually mushroom stem. And we have absolutely no mushrooms. So I guess we're going to have to go back out to that dark oak forest. That way we can destroy the mushrooms that are over there. And here we are right at the edge of the dark oak forest. The main thing that we need is this mushroom stem. So I'm probably just going to walk around to the different trees and just do this. This is going to take a while as that only gave 6. So I'll be back once we have a lot of mushroom stem. It seems that there is also an azalea tree here, and rooted dirt is another thing that we're going to need. So I guess I'll collect this while we're out here too. Oh, hello. Seems we have our first wandering trader here. What do you got? So of course we have all these mini blocks, which we don't have a lot of these yet. Actually, most of these are nether blocks, and we're not going to be going to the nether for a while. But coming down here, let's see, we have pale wood, cherry saplings that we haven't seen yet. Unfortunately, I don't think we need any of these. Plus, I don't believe we have any emeralds at all. So just look away real quick. Listen, now all I'm seeing is some free leads. And pillagers. No, 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 no. No. Let me get back to collecting stone. Thank you very much, Mr. Pillager. The reason why I'm collecting stone here is because I need to do some terraforming around the house. I've collected a good amount of stuff here, but this isn't everything that we're going to need. We are going to need 2 other things which we are going to have to explore for, which is going to be both pale moss and mangrove. We need mangrove specifically for the leaves, and we need pale moss specifically, well, for the pale moss. So I guess that means we're going to hop on the horse and go on a very long adventure. I think we're going to try to look for the mangrove forest first, as we know where there's a lot of warm biomes, and hopefully we can find it close to there. Aha, there we go, mangrove. What's good is that this mangrove swamp actually isn't extremely far away from our base either. I think I've been exploring for about 10 minutes, so it didn't really take that long to get here. I'm just gonna leave you here. And let's not only get some propagules, but let's also get some leaves. Which I just realized I don't have any shears. So I guess we're just getting propagules. And you know what? Let's also get some mud while we're here too. All right, that should do the trick. We got 12 mangrove propagules, some mud, and I also found this bee's nest too, which happened to have all 3 bees inside of it, which is awesome because we are going to need some honey because I want to be able to make some candles for the starter house as well. Well, now it's time to go back over to hopefully that dark oak forest that we found, and maybe there's going to be a pale garden nearby. Here's the dark oak, but the question is there a pale garden somewhere on the inside of this thing? It doesn't seem that there is a pale garden in that dark oak, as it's a very small dark oak forest. So that means we have to continue on. And there it is, right there, some pale garden. Ah, it's so not beautiful. But I guess that's kind of the point of this biome. Uh-oh, that is not good, but I'm just gonna keep on going. I'm just gonna get myself out of here. Now we have to journey back like the 4,000 blocks. I'm just gonna plant these trees over here since we are back now. Now I'm gonna try to get more of the materials set up here, but it's gonna be a lot more. After a lot of grinding, I have everything set up here that we're gonna need for the house. Now, you're going to have to trust the process on this one because we're going to build this house up in the sky, more like right here. Because if I'm trying to focus on terraforming here, if I build the house up in the sky, we're going to need to do terraforming around it to make it fit with the area. Which is why I want to make this entire plains more of a custom terrain. It's still going to be the grass and all that stuff, but I definitely want to just kind of raise it up so we can really customize where we want the land to go. So without further ado, let's put these blocks to use and start this building. Welcome to the starter house of this world. As you see, the terraforming definitely isn't done yet, but we will get to that. This house is already something that I've stepped outside of my comfort zone a little bit for, as I used orange. I never use orange in builds. Well, at least that tone of orange. But if we come inside, here's the interior. Very basic interior. We got the bed here with some storage that we may use. In fact, I'm using this one right here for our valuables. But then if we come downstairs, this is going to be where we have our storage. And I've done my best to keep this organized, but I've also noticed that this is not as much storage as I thought it was, so we're going to do our best with keeping things semi-organized. But if we come out this door over here, this actually takes us right underneath the house, where right across the way I've hidden a door for our enchantment table. However, we still need to get moving on the rest of this build, being the terraforming. However, like I said at the beginning of this clip, the terraforming really needs to be finished. Because if I go into free cam here, you can see that, yeah, we're very floating right now. I have started the connection point in the back because I've decided from like roughly where my cursor is right here, all the way to this hill, we're just going to smoothen out the land. But as of for this area here, we're going to take the cliff and we're going to bring it across. And then on this side, I have a different idea of maybe doing the cliff face, but have it go down a little more. And I might want to extend this river to go all the way through out to there. But that is just an idea, not 100% sure if we are actually going to do that. Because that alone is going to be a very big project, and we're still only on basically iron tools. Which, speaking of tools, if I want to get all the stone that I need for this terraforming, my pickaxe that has Silk Touch is very low on durability. And I've also just now realized that I've lost my helmet and my boots. So let me just grab an iron block, and then 1 and 2. There we go. But in here, in this barrel, I've already made a diamond pickaxe because I looked at what the enchant table was saying for our next level 30 enchant, and it was actually Silk Touch again. So I'd be willing to do another level 30 enchant to do Silk Touch, and who knows, maybe we'll get Unbreaking with it, and we can combine it with this pickaxe, so then we'll have Unbreaking. But let's see, let's just do it, and it's just Silk Touch. That is okay. However, we are still level 30 and we can do another roll. Because what's my diamonds looking like? We have 20 right now, so I think we can sacrifice another 3 to make another pickaxe. And there we go. Alrighty, let's see here. It's going to be Unbreaking 3. That is okay. I would be fine with getting Unbreaking 3, but it's also going to be Fortune 3. This is definitely an interesting situation since Silk Touch is the thing that we really need right now. But this pickaxe is still really good. So I guess we will be replacing this pickaxe for now with this one, and I guess we'll just kind of store the Silk Touch there. I could combine these 2 pickaxes together so then we still have efficiency 4, but then at that point we're just using a waste of an enchanted pickaxe. Plus, I can still break another 347 blocks with this pickaxe, so I think I'm still going to try to use all of that. And then we'll just see where that stone gets us. And I am just going to use the exact same spot where I was getting stone before. Okay, hey, how you guys doing? I've been working on the terraforming over there. I've got a bunch of stone, and I come back in the house because it's nighttime and I was going to sleep. However, I couldn't because it says there were monsters upstairs because I haven't lit it up. And I went to go and break the ceiling, if you can tell, right about there where that trap door is flipped. And let's just say there might be a couple friends inside. So this could go one of 2 ways. Either this new house that I just built is about to be blown up by creepers, or everything will be okay. It's one or the other, and I don't have a sword to find out. There's 1, and there's 2, and then we just have a simple zombie. Phew! We just grab some torches and light this place up. That way, we do not need to worry about that anymore. But to show you what I've been working on over here as monsters are currently burning and going away, is this terraforming right here. It's almost done. I got a little bit left to go, but I'm just basically mimicking what I have over here and then bringing it over here. And I'm very glad that I have free cam because, for example, I can tell just like right here, I need to add a little bit more detailing. But yeah, just the little details right now. I'm working on the terraforming, and the biggest part is going to be to fill all this in because I still only have an iron shovel. But I'm just going to get back to work on this. Excuse me, I'm trying to build here. Oh, you hurt. Oh, you hurt. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. And they broke my chest piece. How dare you? And you too. And you know what? I think I'll hang the banner right here. I have finished with the terraforming that we are going to do for today, and that is mainly smoothing out the back side of our land just to connect it to over where we were starting. As for the front side, well, this is still going to be floating because I don't know what I want to do with this area just yet. Obviously, it's going to be a terraformed land, but I need to plan it out a little bit more before we can get started on anything. But I think that is going to have to wrap up this episode here. I am very happy with the progress that we have made in just an episode 1, and I can't wait to see what we get done in the next episode. Because we are either going to be starting to branch out in this direction, or we're going to start branching out in this direction over here. But who knows? Maybe we will do both. And now I'm also not saying that this house is 100% done either. It is very possible that we are going to come back in a later episode and do some more work over here. But like I said, that is going to wrap up this episode here. So I hope you all have a good day or night or whatever it is right now. And I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.